Good morning from my little red bus. Me and my coffee and my little red bus here. We're enjoying an easy morning before I go out and do the last little bit of my shoot, explaining the install of my diesel heater. It's installed. It's wonderful. Like really, it is wonderful. And it has made the bus even more cozy and comfy than it was before, which is really saying a lot because it was already pretty darn comfortable in here. I finished the install literally as that massive cold front rolled through, and we went from, I don't know, I think it was close to 70 that morning, and then it was in the mid-20s by, like, I don't know, within 12 hours. It was in the mid-20s. And the bus, the way I had been heating it with the little electric space heater or sometimes a Mr. Buddy, worked okay until it got into the mid-30s. And then after that, it just became miserable, and I had to wear long johns and bundle up a lot, and doing things like just sitting here in my robe, barefooted, sipping coffee was not going to happen. Now, it's awesome. It is awesome. This little heater just made such a difference. I'm so excited. You know what this is? Besides an Amazon box, of course. It's my heater. One of those Chinese knockoff heaters. I think that's what everybody calls them. So it's a little diesel furnace heater for my bus. Car parking heater. 5,000 watts. Better be 12 volt. None of that's checked. Hopefully they sent me the right thing. I got this off Amazon, and the link is in the description. I would tell you what it is, but quite honestly, I cannot pronounce that. But this is it. It's the 12 volt, 5,000 watt, and it's for motorhomes, caravans, and Chinese symbol. There's the 10-liter fuel tank that I don't need. My instructions that I already know are difficult to figure out because a Chinese person wrote them in Chinese and then translated, which we know never works. Oh, and 2 more boxes to open. All right, this box has hardware in it. There's my little vent and the vent hose and the, I don't know. There's the heater. Not very big at all. That's okay. Here's my, what's going to be my control thingy, and a remote, which will be nice when I'm in bed and, you know, I'm cold. And my pump. There's the pump. All right. I did my testing on my little heater. It works great. This is the intake fan. This is the output for the heat. I've got a fresh air thing here and then exhaust here. And what I need to do is build a little box for this, and I'm going to install it up here under my bus in this area. I'm still kind of formulating in my brain how this is going to happen, but I think I have it figured out. I was going to install it inside, but there are multiple issues that make it not a good fit. Since I don't have welding skills, but I want something stronger, this is a piece, this was a, I don't know, this was the cushion seat for RV thing, and I'm going to cut it and use these two U pieces to reinforce the box that's underneath the bus. So I've got most of my box fabbed. I've got to cut a couple pieces of metal to put here to help reinforce. I don't have to, but I want to. I've also got to cut a 4-inch hole here, and I'm scattered everywhere for this project. This 4-inch hole right here, and this is where I will put the exterior vent for the fresh air that goes into the box. Oh, shit. Well, that didn't work. I just broke my... After going back to the hardware store for a good metal bit that's a pilot bit for these things, I now have a hole for my vent. Once I drilled out my nice, neat little hole for this to sit in, I realized that the thickness of my floor is the exact same thickness as this. But I still need to attach my 3-inch hose on that, and there's no room. So I went to Ace Hardware and I found this PVC piece of pipe. One more thing I'm going to do, because this is an pretty open slot, and it's going to be on the floor near my desk, which means chances are great that I will drop things down here, like SIM cards or small other little pieces of video gear. I am going to put some screening in this. So I'm going to put a piece of screening on this and then put this in here. And that way, if stuff drops, it only drops that far and not all the way down this hose into the blower of the heater. I do believe I have a solution. Right, so this is my heater. I'm going to take this off so you can really see. All right, so there it is. This is the glow plug. This is where the electrical comes in. Manufacturer recommendations was 4 inches above and 4 inches behind for clearance. Other than that, I could have put this box right up against the sides. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have some space in here for air circulation. This is the air intake for the air that goes into the bus. And then it goes around the outside of this. The cylinder, the heat from the cylinder is what heats up the air, which will heat up my bus. And it goes up through this. This is 3-inch expanded metal hose that's going to go up into my little vent that I just did. This is 4-inch dryer hose that I put. I'm just putting this on here just to help protect this because it is underneath the bus and I don't want to tear up my, I don't want a hole in this. I want clean air coming through, etc. All right, so I got this vent to go on the outside of the bus and it's going to attach here, and that will be my fresh air inlet. So this is underneath my heater. This is where the fuel line will come in, and this is my exhaust, and this is the fresh air intake for the actual little tiny diesel cylinder in there. So these stay separate from this. This is the air system for me to have warm, breathable air, and this is the air system for the little diesel engine to run. All right, everything is kind of set up and ready here. Box is sealed up so that I hopefully get mostly air from the nice clean outside and not from exhaust under the bus. And let's do this. I already have what is essentially plenty of room to store diesel with a 50-gallon tank underneath my bus, and it was already plumbed for an external or an accessory fuel line for small pumps. The one disadvantage of this is that you can only go 1.2 meters from your fuel source to the pump. Here's my fresh air intake. This is my muffler, and although they are kind of close together, since the muffler points in that direction, unless I have a real strong wind coming this way, it shouldn't come in there. We're looking towards the back of the bus from this direction. So I've got, this is my fresh air intake, and I still want to do something here to protect it from the weather, or maybe put it up like that. I don't know. I've still got to kind of figure that part out. This is my fuel line. It comes up into that the little hole that I showed you earlier. It attaches there. It has a gentle loops, which is important because of the way the little pump works. These are holes that were already in the bus floor for the original heater system, and I've been trying to use them for other wiring as much as possible, including this. So I just drilled a little hole and put that there. I've still got to close that off better, but I wanted to make sure everything worked the way I needed it to work before I did more permanent installation. My little heater works wonderfully. But here's the problem. Now that I've got it installed, there's a couple little things that I want to do a little bit differently. And I looked back over this video and I really didn't do much how-to. It's more like, here, peek around the corner real quick and see what I just did. So at some point in the very near future, I'm going to take it back out from under the bus and do a walkthrough video of exactly what I did and why I did it. What can I say? I already edited all this other stuff, so here you go. Oh, that stuck.